KUZI project is a stand-up paddleboarding, kitesurfing adventure. We are using the Kusini trade wind to power us from island to island and utilizing this wind in every way possible. Being in this region of Mozambique, way up north, it's pretty rural in areas. Pemba being a fairly big town, obviously we see quite a lot of development here, but as soon as you go out of town, you go south or north, it's like a different world out there. And where we are going, I think we're going to see some pretty cool changes.
Just north of Pemba is a 9-mile point that juts out facing the southeast. In high winds, the current and swell pounding against it can be super dangerous. Luckily, the wind died that day and we were granted a smooth and safe passage all the way past the point.
It's taken us about 3 hours to get to this island just behind me, KUZI, and it looks like paradise, man. As you can see, low tide, I think all these sandbars are going to come out and it should be awesome for kiting, so all we need is the wind.
I just remember thinking to myself, like, this is crazy.
Just in that heat and offloading all the gear and seeing the way these villages live kind of gave us a bit of an uncertain feeling.
It was like stepping back into another dimension. The chief of the village was just so cool. Brought us some wood for a fire. He looked kind of like the Mozambican version of Danny Glover.
Throughout the day, we got to know more about the village and the culture, and these guys seem to be styling on their little island here.
We chose this island because it would have been awesome for kiting. But after 2 days of no wind, we knew it was time to push on. On day 3, our window for the high tide was early in the morning. Even though we knew the wind was turning back on, it was time to make a move.
The wind is back on and it's humping from the south, and we're heading north, so that's a good thing. It's always an awesome feeling when you see the next day and the next challenge ahead. Those boards were surfing those sharp waves like no one's business, and we covered a lot of distance in a lot of good time.
And then getting to the next island, it was like, we didn't even know the name of it. Pulled up and all the kids came running out. The village chief came straight out, we shook hands, and they invited us to camp.
Anyway, the guys helped us offload and set up camp. The locals here are very friendly.
The chief of the neighboring village came over and brought us all these fish. And we made this big pot of fish with some chili powder, and that was lunch for the day and dinner.
The landscape's amazing, okay? This place is just full of massive baobab trees. It's just crazy to see the difference between these areas as we go.
For me, like, that's the kind of thing that I love. Do things that put you a little bit beyond your comfort zone. It's the essence of adventure for me.